The second of our beers from Quantock for this period is a Perfection Pending. This is an IPA, a New England IPA, coming in at 6.3%. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. It's a time for a New England IPA, my favourite style. Everyone knows that this is my favourite style. This is Quantock, one of my favourite breweries, so we should be in for a treat. This is called Perfection Pending. Not easy to say, with a lot of pus in it. It's a nice green can with a little Quantock logo on there. And this has got Cashmere, Citra and Simcoe. Now, Cashmere seems to be a new sort of hop. We're not seeing that much. And it just gives a little bit of, there's some sort of creaminess about Cashmere. I'm not quite sure. Let's see if this one has that Cashmere flavour that really sort of punches above its weight, really, in terms of the flavour. It's almost like, it's a bit like the Cryo Pop in terms of it just gives an oomph of flavour. But let's crack it open, get it in a glass, see if it's any good. Quantock make great IPAs. I mean, they make great beers, full stop, really. And I've poured this one a little bit too fast in the anticipation of drinking it. Oh, it's a terrible, terrible pour. 15 fingers of head, well, 4 fingers of head. Not very good, but let's concentrate on what's at the bottom of it. It's a lovely custardy colour, looks nice and yellowy and thick. Looks pretty damn good, I'd say. I'm going to wait a few seconds. I'm going to pause the video just to let that head go down a little bit. Well, it seems like I'm waiting all day for this head to sort of dissipate. It is not. It's a very compacted, very sort of clingy sort of head. As I said, lovely colour up there. Let's see what the aromas are like. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was overly pungent. You're getting a little bit of... What are you getting? You're getting citrus fruits. You're getting that lime. You're getting a grapefruit in there, and you're getting sort of guava and sort of papaya and those sort of fruits. There's also sort of a melony sort of flavor aroma in there as well. Apparently Cashmere is almost like the sort of daughter of Cascade, which is a hop that's used more on the West Coast sort of beers. You don't see it that much in many beers. Certainly many beers that I drink, I don't see it that much, but it's a sort of a hybrid of Cascade. It's definitely got melon and gooseberry. It's almost got some of those sort of New Zealand style aromas in there. Yeah, it's not overly pungent. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, everyone. It's got this, something about it. It just has a sort of, it really sort of gives you a little bit of a creaminess, a little bit of a sweetness. There's a sweet sort of over-ripened dankness to this hop. So we're getting mango and we're getting passion fruit, but we're getting that sort of melon flavour in there, that sort of honeydew melon is quite sort of distinct. But there's also that sort of flavour that you get a little bit with like Talus hop, that sort of pink grapefruit. It's not like a sort of sharpness or bitterness of a grapefruit flavour. It's got that very sort of rose petally pink grapefruit sort of flavour. But the other part of it is and this beer has got it, it's a very smooth, it's almost got a velvety sort of mouthfeel to it. And I always feel that every beer I have with Cashmere, there's something about that mouthfeel that's different. So I don't know if it affects the mouthfeel, because that's always more about the oats and the yeast and the malts and the brew process. You know, you wouldn't think it's the actual hop, but there is a real twang to that flavour, a little bit more real strong, almost like the hop is using that sort of like the BBC pellets, the liquid sort of hot pellets. Really, you get a real strong hit of flavour. It's really good though. I mean, it's a very typical New England IPA in terms of its mouthfeel. It's very soft. It's got, as I said, velvety smooth. It's got a really Nice mouthfeel. Quantock make really good mouthfeel beers, especially with their IPAs. This is a really cracking beer. I mean, just look at it. It looks great. Even now I've got the head down a little bit, but I love the fact that the head is retained well, but it's a lovely colour. It's smooth, it's creamy. It's everything you want from a New England IPA. I think it's really good. And I think that, in terms of Quantock, it's one of their best. So, perfection pending, I should say. New England IPA, Cashmere, Citrum and Simcoe. Let me know what you think. If you had Cashmere hop in a beer recently, maybe you've got a better way of describing what you think Cashmere really brings to the party, but I quite like it. There's a real strong flavour with Cashmere, a real strong dankness to it. It almost creates a flavour that you get with more double IPAs. It just is, there seems to be a very intense sort of hop, but in this beer, I think it works pretty well. It's still a lovely, smooth, perfect example of a New England IPA. That's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, the scores come up after these end credits. So if you want to know what the scores are of this beer and how it compares with other beers, then keep on watching for the next for another half a minute or so. And until the next one, you know what you're going to do. Keep on rocking. Here are the scores for Quantock's Perfection Pending, a New England IPA, 6.3%. It's a good beer. Let's get those scores. Aroma. Appearance. Flavour. Value for money. Overall experience. And this is the total score.